Let's move on to all that's expected in the Prime Minister's visit to America next week. He's going to be touching down on 21st June and he's going to be welcomed by the Bidens with an intimate dinner. That's the wording that's been used, an intimate dinner for Prime Minister Modi with the Biden family. That will be followed by a state dinner as well, which will happen the next day on June 22nd. So that will be the official dinner that will happen at the White House. But this particular dinner meeting and this huddle that will happen on June 21st essentially gives you a sense of how close the relationship currently is between India and the United States and tells you what really to expect in that agenda-packed meeting, visit of the Prime Minister really to America. We've been seeing a number of reactions coming in. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has called the relationship with India a unique connection, hailing the importance of partnership between the two countries and asserting that economic ties are at the heart of this relationship. Now, you've had, in fact, several moments like the one you're seeing there on your screens of Prime Minister Modi and Biden's bonhomie on full display. But what will happen in that meeting next week is going to be extremely interesting, because first you'll have that intimate private dinner the day that Prime Minister Modi touches down in America, in Washington, D.C., at the Biden's residence, and then at the White House will be the official state dinner the very next day.
We are here almost literally on the eve of what we believe will be a historic state visit by Prime Minister Modi, one that will further solidify what President Biden has called the defining relationship of the 21st century. We see this defining relationship as a unique connection between the world's oldest and largest democracies, with a special obligation now to demonstrate that our governments can deliver for and empower all of our citizens. The reason this evening is so important is our conviction that at the heart of the strategic relationship between our countries are economic ties. And under the leadership of President Biden and Prime Minister Modi and private sector leaders in this room tonight and beyond, it is growing stronger by the day. We know that India and the United States are big, complicated countries. We certainly have work to do to advance transparency, to promote market access, to strengthen our democracies, to unleash the full potential of our people. But the trajectory of this partnership is unmistakable, and it is filled with promise.
The very first time we are doing a Hindu-American summit for political engagement. Our community has been involved in so many things: cultural, social, economic, religious, spiritual, all kind of programs. But in politics, we've been way, way behind. We are excited that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be here, and his coming and what he's been able to do, put India on the world map, and coming the state visit, which President Biden is putting together, it gives us a lot more encouragement that what at the world stage he's been able to do.
So the entire itinerary for the Prime Minister in America is still being firmed up. What are the details we have so far? Let's break it down for you. So the Prime Minister leaves from India on June 20th. He's going to be reaching on June 21st. And when he touches down there, the Biden family will host this personal, intimate dinner for him. And then on June 22nd, you'll have the official welcome being accorded to the Prime Minister, which will happen in the White House lawns. We understand that there'll be a grand welcome ceremony that's planned, which of course the US President, the POTUS, will also be a part of. And it's on the same day, on June 22nd, after the grand welcome ceremony, that you're going to be seeing the state dinner also being hosted by Biden at the White House for Prime Minister Modi. In that, there'll be several dignitaries also who've been invited. On June 22nd, Prime Minister Modi will also address the US Joint Congress. Geeta Mohan, our Foreign Affairs editor, is joining us live with more details on this. Geeta, power-packed trip clearly, but I think the focus for everyone is going to be on the Modi-Biden bonhomie, considering all the details that are coming out of an intimate dinner that's being planned on the first day.
Well, Akshita, the plan was to make it different, to make it special. It's a state visit, how to make it different. And that's why it's not just the state banquet, but also the private dinner that President Biden and the First Lady will be hosting. But beyond that, there are a lot of deliverables. The GE 414 jet engine deal is a deliverable. There are a lot of agreements that are going to be signed and forward movement in terms